inside, the old gods granted me a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping, magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear, and heroes of the known. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you proceed. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are
Welcome back to Original GM. I'm Hupahu, once again joined with Cikala and Wachi, and episode 19. I got it right. Very, very cool. You guys doing okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good week?
Yeah.
Etc. Anything you need to talk about?
No. Definitely not.
We'll do the therapy and make-believe world.
Yeah, there you go. Let's do that.
All right. Well, if you remember last week, you guys had gotten a room at the den.
Yes. Kashida's
right? Den. Yeah. And you guys, that's where we're going to start tonight. Is you guys in that room? They walked in and unlocked the door. Raven went in, and everybody just kind of goes inside that first room, and you can see that there's a bed and a table with 4 chairs and a fireplace and another door that is joining to the room next to you, and a couple tables next to the bed, and that's all that's in the room. There's no windows, nothing else. The hallway you came up the stairs. There were 4 doors, and the hallway was a dead end. You went to the one immediately to the left. You unlock that. You come in. So you can unlock the other one if you guys want. Who had the other key?
Lily.
Okay. So if you want to, you can go unlock that one and check the other room. It's up to you, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah. She'll start in this room first.
Okay.
And check for secret, concealed, all of that, 3 and 6. Check the whole room, all the walls, everything.
Go ahead and roll.
Raven's gonna kneel down and look under the bed while Lily's doing that.
Okay.
5 on the first one.
All right, you look over on this wall. You're heading around, you're going around the room. Roll for this wall over here where the bed is.
1.
You don't see anything. Roll on this wall with the fireplace and...
Nope.
All right, and then the doorway where you were just at.
Yes.
So, on the floor, it looks like the wood about this far out from the door towards the inside is crushed, and it's down about that far. So just at the edge of that door on the inside, but it looks like it goes under the door. It makes a, you know, a big gap at the bottom of the door.
Okay.
You could open the door and look outside to see if it's out there too. You assume it is, or it's close to out there.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to do. Dusty comes in and he'll immediately move over to by the table. Lucian kind of just stands by the doorway right here. And Dr. Levitt did not come in with you guys. He disappeared. He could be in here, you're not sure. Yeah. So let me zoom in there so you guys can see that whole room.
You still can't see Zira.
I will turn to Lucian.
Okay.
And point to what I found. Like, okay, this is not right. There's something amiss here.
He kind of tries to pull the door in and it doesn't go in, it just goes out. He kind of pushes it open and looks and he's like, well, the whole thing's smashed in. You guys hear that? And it's, you know, it's down about that far, about 1.5 inches, and it runs under the whole door from the wall frame to the other wall frame.
I wonder if it's just like a spot for them to slip shit in.
Now, something's crushed this. Is it on the other door? And Vay kind of looks over that direction and he goes, I don't see anything.
I'll go over and unlock the adjoining door.
Zira will walk up.
Stop. As soon as Lily puts the key in this door, both doors immediately fall into the floor as a huge metal door, well, it's not even a door, it's like a wall, slams down and closes you guys in this room. The door that Lucian was holding, he just, you know, as he did that, he went to shut it. So right when he shut it, you unlocked the door and it went out of his hand and the metal came down. So you guys are in this room now with these 2 metal doors that have sealed you in here. You also hear another sound in the room, the other room that you were going to unlock, Lily. In there, probably where the doorway is, you hear that sound too.
Really? That's what Ray would say. Really?
Gordon will become visible and he'll just kind of go over to this direction and he'll look through here and he says, well, there is a fire burning, but we could leave through here into the next room. But it looks like there's a door, a metal door over there too, where the other doorway is. So like here.
Yeah. I heard it slam shut.
Shit. Now there's no gap between the floor and the door.
Well, she's got us trapped like rats.
Does she even know we're here? I mean,
What's up? Eris would say, what's up with that? Why did it... Are they trying to...
Dusty says, yes, they are trapping us. She was aware of who we were. Evidently, the bartender probably knew, or someone. Vay says, so they were playing us the whole time, huh? He will walk up to this door, Lily, and pull out a sword and just kind of look at you to step back for a minute.
Back up.
He'll strike the door with it to try to cut through it. It goes into the door and carves a hole in it from where he strikes it to the bottom, goes through it like butter. Natural 20. So he smiles, he says, well, they can't keep us in here. I'm sure we have other means to take care of that as well.
Yeah.
About that point, you see the door heal. And he steps away from it and puts his sword up like, what the? The metal heals. Right in front of you, Lily.
Zira will use her detect life sight and then look at the door.
No.
No?
No
Just
life.
making sure he ain't a fucking mimic, dude.
No life.
Kind of look around the room
Okay.
with that sight on.
I don't see anything.
Nothing?
So Zira's eyes turn this like purple color. And she just looks around the room in a circle around the room.
Like the whites of her eyes
Right.
turn purple.
Instead of red. Zoom down, get a good look at her. But, yeah.
She's so pretty.
She is. She's green.
She's green.
She's still pretty.
What do you guys do?
All right.
You've been trapped before.
We have.
We have.
We got this.
We got this. Okay. Let's take a look here. Go ahead.
Lily's gonna walk back up by the door by Lucian, but
Okay.
on this side. On this side. So that it's not the actual door. Yeah, like several feet out. And then I'm gonna try pass wall
Through this wall right
out
here?
of the staff, yeah. The staff that looks like a sword.
It goes through it.
Here you go.
Just like before, you're
Yeah.
like, oh no, it's back to how it
So
was.
they must have re-invoked the, she'll say that, they must have re-invoked the absorption rune. Because it's barely lasting now.
Head is like, well, we came up here so that we could sneak attack her, correct?
Yeah.
Ares would say no. I just wanted to talk to her.
Oh,
I had
well,
no
yeah.
intention of harming her.
Yeah, that too.
She kind of looks around like to see everybody's reaction.
You could tell most of them weren't sure about that idea, but Hedda says, well, we don't have time for this. We might as well just decide we need to get the ring now. Let's get out of here.
Ares will walk up to this door
Okay.
right here and pull out the Rod of Kavor
Okay.
and touch it to the door.
Mark off a charge.
There's no charges.
Oh, that's right.
It's an artifact.
Okay. Boom, you hit it and it's cancellation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the door immediately goes back up and opens up. You see the other door come up. And
She'll
it does
push
it
away.
and it does it on all the doors. You hear them all open back up.
Ta-da!
She kind of looks at the rod and he's like, that's nice.
Gift from heaven? She'll smile.
Mm.
Come on, guys, let's get the fuck out of here.
He'll open the door and immediately come out. So you got stairs to go back down into the bar if you want to. Yeah?
Yeah, she's not here. That's a bunch of bullshit. She was never in one of those rooms sleeping. Am I wrong?
You don't know that for sure, but it seems like that might be pretty accurate. So you come back down into this room. The drow is gone.
Yeah. You probably sold this out.
The other three that are at the bar, you look over there and you just kind of see blood on the side of the bar and on one of the stools, and then you see two bodies laying down on this side, and the other side, the back side, you see blood on the wall, and that's it. And you're like,
What the fuck happened here?
that's it. Nobody else is here. People
The
that were
bartender's gone.
yeah, and the people that were over here are gone. They were sitting at that table.
And
They're
you said
gone.
there's two dead who look dead right here?
Yeah, the two resistance individuals that were talking to the bartender that were sitting over here in the corner are not. They're laying on the ground. You recognize them.
Got you. They're resistance and they're dead?
Looks like it. Blood's everywhere.
Weird.
Mm.
Rava will walk over there and
All right.
look and see if she can tell how they were killed without touching anything. I don't want to step on any of the blood. I don't want to touch anything.
Okay.
But Rava's going to check and see if she can tell how they were killed.
Yeah. As you get closer, Rava, you immediately can tell that some kind of creature or something has ripped them to shreds. And as you get real close, you can tell that their necks are ripped out, and it looks like they were ripped out by fangs.
Oh.
And you look over the bar, and on the wall right here is a bunch of blood, and it puddles this way that you can't see. You'd have to get closer to look over there. But you do hear behind the bar.
She would go like this.
Okay.
Like just hold your fingers up.
All right.
She turn and she
They will come walking up, hit you with his sword still out. He'll go down to here. He'll go down to this end of the bar and look this way. And about that point, you see Dr. Levitt sit up from behind the bar, and he just kind of goes. You see him smear blood off of his face and tip his hat at Vay. And Vay goes, "Shit, you scared the fuck out of us." He seemed to have a bit of information for us. Kushida sleeps in some sort of extra-dimensional space in the basement. The ring is down there.
All right.
There's a secret door underneath that barrel behind the bar.
He turns and looks over in that direction. Walks over and moves the kegs and looks at the door and opens it. It is stairs going down. The other entrance to go down, I just have to remind you, on the opposite side of the bar, there's stairs that also go down
Wait.
to the basement.
We're missing another person too.
Who?
Sabian.
He's with you guys.
Is he?
Yeah, he's with you guys.
I'm just making sure he's not off somewhere ripping people's
I
necks
don't.
out.
I apologize. I didn't
Making a
bring him
scene.
in. Evidently,
Oh, you're fine.
forgot.
No worries. Vamps.
Yeah.
NPCs. Vamps.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was just making sure you didn't just take it away and waiting for one of us to notice.
Yeah.
Because you've been known to do that in the
It's all
past.
good. No, you're good. Thank you for letting me know. All right. So yeah, Sabian's with you guys.
And since it's a new game, and I know you guys are probably sick of hearing this, but I'm going to reiterate, because if I don't, I'm going to end up not being where I want to be. Delia is not left Era's side. I say that every game, I'm just reiterating.
Okay.
is just about to lean over and lick the side of her face. From chin to forehead.
Do it.
I'm just kidding.
Do it.
Well, she walked away from Velia, so Velia would have to catch up with her. So yeah, there's two entrances into under this level. You don't know if they both go to the same place or not. Secret door over here behind the bar, and the one at the opposite end of the tavern.
All right. Well, Eris would say that looks like that's where we need to be.
Which
Guys
way
ready?
do we go? Perhaps we should send some sneaky types down this door, Dr. Levitt says.
Zero would say I can go up.
He's like, I don't think we should split the party up. I think we should all go down the same area wherever we go.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah?
Okay.
Hedda's like, well, I'd rather not crawl down that hole. Let's use the stairs.
There's a good chance that hole goes directly to her lair.
Maybe we should test it. Maybe one of us should test it out, Gordon says.
Well, it used to be your job.
Zero would say I can go.
Gordon used to be our scout.
Yeah, I still can do that. It's just, you know, I don't know if this is something I should do now or not. If Zira goes, I guess I'll go with her. That would be two of us going, not one. I don't really have our rogues with us. Tatalda's having a baby.
I can do a lot of stuff that Tatalda can, but not everything.
You want to go down this hole by yourself?
Nope.
Looks like it's Zira and I.
Zira in her shadow form will start moving towards the hole.
Gordon will go back invisible again and go that direction.
She
Faye-
never came out of her shadow
Right.
form.
Faye's like, so should the rest of us just wait at the other stairs? I mean, how are you going to communicate to us? Gordon's like, maybe you should just stay right here and I'll let you know where it goes. Faye's like, well, if you don't run into something, be careful. Zira, you go in?
Down the hole.
Okay, Gordon will climb in too.
Look for
Goes down a
traps.
staircase. Are you gonna look for traps?
Look
Okay.
for traps as we're going.
Um,
Fuck yeah. Are you kidding?
Any kind of, you know.
I want to look for traps as we're going, and I also would like to have my detect magic / invisibility sight up.
So what are you using that with? Your necromantic sight?
Yes.
It works. You still don't see Gordon.
Yeah, I never do. Never do. I'm pretty sure I figured out why.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll my find red traps, or do you want to?
What is it?
95?
Yeah, you don't see any.
Okay.
Gordon tells you that there's tracks. He says that. He says there's tracks. They look dwarven, female or male, I don't know, but kind of, I mean, I would assume that they're male by the way they look, but it may not be. Single tracks, both directions.
Okay.
The latest would have been about 5-6 hours ago.
I don't see any traps, and I don't see any magic, but
Let's
we know
continue
how
down.
that is.
Let's continue down.
keep going.
So you guys go down, and eventually it goes straight at a diagonal for the opposite place where you guys would have gone if you went down the other stairs, and comes to a secret door.
Traps.
You don't see any.
Okay.
Gordon finds the handle and opens it just a little bit, and it reveals a room. And
Oh goodness. We got a hidden map over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
This is what you see.
What is it? Uh-oh, what the fuck are those?
Golems.
No.
Yeah. That's what they look like too.
Those do look like golems. This look like dwarven forged golems.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in trouble.
The door that you come in is right here. That you look through is right here.
Okay.
And he kind of peeks through and you can see in, and there doesn't seem to be anything in here except for those statues. And they are definitely dwarven statues, but they're about 15 feet tall or so.
Okay.
Don't mind the little red dot. That's gonna be
None of our business.
no, that's
No,
gonna
I'm just
be
kidding.
that's gonna be where the secret door is. I put it on the wrong side. Sorry, the keyboard's different than the other one. So yeah, that's your
Okay.
secret door.
He can't see her because she's in her shadow.
He closes it back and then he just kind of backs up.
She'll back up.
You can hear him make noise on purpose, just barely for you to hear. And he's just going back up the stairs. He gets up at the top and tells you guys what they saw. So he says, maybe we should go through the secret door. I think I'd assumed that the other set of stairs are connected to the other way. And that's all we saw, but we did see the ring.
You did.
Yeah, and it's, you know,
Huge.
this big.
Yeah.
And, you know, made of platinum.
Oh, wow.
Has a couple chains attached to it.
Zero would say there's huge statues that could be golems.
They're around 15 feet tall or so.
So, something to think about. Yeah.
So everybody kind of makes their way through the secret door and down the hallway. Gordon will go first and open the door when you guys get down there and walk in and nothing happens, you know. And I'm still missing Sabian.
No, he's right there.
Is he there?
Is he? Wait, no. Wait. No, he's right there. Next to Gordon.
Okay. So you guys come in the room.
Dr. Levitt's not there either. Sorry.
He would be with you guys, but he's
Invisible.
kind of invisible. Gordon and Zira are up front this time, which is kind of odd. They've been in the back for a while, but I assume you guys kind of come through the door like this.
Yeah. We are missing Reba. Where'd she go?
And Vay. They're up
No,
here.
Vay was there.
All right. I think you're all set. So you step through and you see that right there.
All right.
You can see the ring sitting over in the corner with the chains attached to it between the two dwarven statues. And these dwarven statues are carrying maces with chains on them, and they're dressed in full plate armor, carved that way.
Zero still got her detect magic
Okay.
and detect invisibility. It's detect magic / invisibility.
So
That's
when
what
you
it
look
is.
around the room, Zira, you notice an area where that red dot is glowing magical.
Okay.
And every single one of these statues glows. And the ring glows. And the chains glow. You want to look at anything else?
Ceiling.
Okay, you look around at the ceiling and you don't see any magic anywhere.
And then just kind of do like a scan.
And it's only got dim light coming from these three corners right here. There's no light over in this area. It's just these three corners right here. And in the doorway where you guys came through.
Okay. Yeah. She would say very quietly. They were all making noise when they came in here, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can't not because of Rava's shield. It kind of just echoes off of her shield.
She
Still.
would say very quietly, all of the statues are magical, the chains are magical, the ring's magical, and there's a spot in the middle of the floor over there that glows magic.
Okay.
Just to give everybody a understanding of what she sees.
Well, what is that magic in the center of the room, I wonder?
What color is it? Anyone I recognize?
Like a turquoise color?
She would say that out loud. It's turquoise. The magic itself is turquoise, but I'm not really familiar with what all the colors mean, so that's not my area of expertise. Are you looking?
Yeah.
I'm like, I know Lily knows.
Well, I'm looking for the roll for it. Because it's like, God, I'm having a brain fart. I can't even think of what it's called. Spellcraft? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, but it's not a spell being cast, so.
Spellcraft is to tell what a spell is as it's being cast.
This one's already cast, so, Lily will invoke a true sight from the hat.
You start hearing noises down underneath the floor.
Underneath the floor?
Yeah, as you start to look with true sight.
Do we all hear this?
Yeah, it's out loud. It echoes throughout the room and echoes off of Raven's shield.
Raven try to put her shield behind her to dampen the sound.
Doesn't seem to do it.
Okay. Let's take it back out. Zero will start looking at the floor and see if she can see any seams in the floor.
It looks like a portal to you now that you've stared at it for a couple rounds.
That's the extra dimensional space. Oh wait, she didn't say that.
Yeah, she would say, I think that's a portal.
That's got to be the extra dimensional space where she sleeps.
Can we close it?
I can hold it, but I don't know how long it'll last because all my magic keeps getting absorbed. But I can definitely hold a portal on it.
What would happen if you were to just get rid of the magic altogether? Would it explode? What's Eris? Would it explode?
Don't know.
Like if the bag of holding breaks?
Like if I tried to dispel it, you mean?
No, like if I were to hit it with cancellation. if it would spit everything out of it, would it just close it? Would it keep the extra dimensional space there and just close the door?
I don't know. Can I roll my intelligence as a wizard?
So, a rod of cancellation would probably cancel the portal, unless it's a permanent portal, one that, you know,
Has had a permanency actually put on
some
it.
kind of, yeah, I mean, or a magic item. But if it's a magic item, it could probably cancel it too, so.
So there's a good chance it'll work, like, because of what you're using. The only way that it wouldn't work would be if it was an actual, like, permanent. If somebody had permanency bit, which there's a good chance, because if that's where you're sleeping there.
I could try. It's artifact magic, so.
Right. Well, I would say everybody be prepared before you do, because there's a good chance that will initiate
Something.
something, yeah. Before anybody does anything.
Rava would say, I think it's kind of weird that they trapped us in there like that and that there's nobody in here. They just left that ring unprotected knowing that we're here.
I don't know. As soon as we do anything,
Yeah,
these golems.
they're probably waiting for us somewhere. They're probably, it's just a trap.
Yeah.
Most likely. In the stairways, you can hear something coming.
Is there a door?
No, it just is stairs coming down.
Fucking get ready to fight.
Rava
It comes all the way down and then stops. Like something should be there, but you don't see anything.
Even with her detect
With
invisibility.
detect invisibility, with the true sight, there's nothing there.
Well, at least they hit the shadows.
Okay. Which side? Where do you go? You're right here.
That north wall.
So this has light, this has light, and this has light. Remember?
Yeah.
So there will be shadows around these statues, but it'll be the light's coming from the corners of these rooms and from right here. Like you're standing in light right now, so you
So she'll
can.
go this way towards this one.
Okay.
And just hang in the shadows.
So you realize that most of the shadows are going to be located right in here,
At their base.
like on the front of it. The
Yeah.
back side is lit up from the lights on these two sides, so you could hide there if you want to.
Okay.
Okay, you go and disappear in the shadows.
Zero, yeah. Yep. That.
Zero moves over to the shadows.
Yep.
Vey steps forward.
Rava too.
Okay. Really? I don't know why Rose is having issues, but it is. So, I would suppose that Lucian would go up forward too, and probably Hedda. Gorgain. Will too, since Lily went into shadows. Sabian. And then that leaves Ares and Dusty.
Yeah, Ares is gonna stay where she's at.
Okay, you gonna stay there? Okay. You all hit the shadows, do what you did, and nothing happens yet. It just kind of seems still that you quit hearing the noises that you were hearing, the people, the muttering, and you quit hearing whatever else, like the creaking of the door, or sorry, the steps of somebody walking down the steps. It stops, and there's no more noise from that either.
Ares would say, should I do that? What do you guys think?
It'll either work or it'll send us straight into combat.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe? That's Faye. It's like, I'll go up there with you.
It's worth a shot. She'll walk up.
There's
One or two.
Yep.
So you start to come up, and all the individuals that were in front of you will move up as well. They like kind of, as you start to come, they just move up.
Okay.
Let me grab them and move them up. Yeah.
Yeah. She'll look at the portal. And
Velia's gonna stay right with her.
Yep.
cross your fingers, hope to area X this works.
So like that?
Yeah, and as
Raven.
Valia is walking
Yeah.
over there, she is gonna, as nonchalantly as possible, I know she's not a thief, so there's no roll, but she's gonna put her hand inside of her bag that has the unicorn horn
Okay.
and just hold the horn inside the bag.
Where are you going, Raven?
Maybe more this way. This way. Look right there.
That's kind of what happens, okay?
Dusty's like, nope.
Yeah. Dusty's like, I'm not moving, not moving.
And she'll, sorry.
You get up to it, and you can see it glowing with magic. You know, it's bigger than a person.
And she'll hit it with the rod of cancellation.
Roll 20.
Roll a 20.
You said you hit it, right?
Touch it.
Okay.
So we roll a 20.
No, not if you're gonna touch it.
If she rolls a 1 with that thing, it will
Oh.
fuck her up.
Yeah.
It's a rod
I'm
that
trying to hit
cancels
nothing.
magic.
Just touch it.
Touch
Oh,
it.
sweet light.
Yeah. Please don't blow up.
It doesn't. you hit it and the magic just disappears. Lily, you see with true sight from where you're at, the magic just goes dead. There is no magic there. You just see it kind of glow magical for a second from where you touch it, going out to the outside of this circle, and then it stops. Lily, you realize that it's coming off the ground a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And now you recognize a portable hole, but it's big. It's not your tiny portable hole that you could throw up against a wall. It's fucking huge. Like a couple people could go through it together. Maybe 4, if they were all close to one another, could go down in it. That's what could be put in it.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem to be working now.
Yeah. She'll kind of whisper that out into the room.
Vay leans down and grabs it, starts to roll it up. It rolls up. He's like, ah. And it's, you know, it's a small carpet.
Yeah. That's great.
And he kind of throws it over his shoulder. He's like,
She might still
"Ain't
be
coming
in there.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's get the ring, he says.
Okay.
So Lily will turn and
It was working though, you guys.
yeah.
You know, like you've noticed, a lot of things that the dwarves have and the resistance has is working.
So that makes me wonder, Eris would say, if they have a way to like make our magic items work again. Because all of their stuff seems to be working.
Gordon will come in past you, Zira.
Zero will go up.
He, you know, he will appear again since there's nothing going on.
She will not.
Okay. Dusty will come in.
Lily's gonna stay hidden
Okay.
and go and take a peek at those chains.
Okay. Gonna just move to
Not
like
touching
right to
anything,
here,
yeah.
just kind of look.
Yep. Still got true sight.
So
going.
the chain is coming right underneath where this statue's mace, spiked mace head is dangling above it. It's dangling above it, I don't know, 3 feet or so.
Okay.
And the chain's right under it. And then the other chain's past it, just kind of dangling over the other chain. And you look over and you see a ring of platinum. And it's huge. Like it would take, it's bigger than I described.
Than all of us.
It would take all of you to carry it, probably, or Gorgane.
Or
Gorgane. Well, and then Lily also, remember, is in barbarian form, so her strength is 19 now.
Yeah, that's not
It's
that's
still
not
not
high
enough.
enough. No,
Okay.
no. When I say Gorgane, what I mean is a strength of 25 or 26.
Got you.
Yeah, that's why
Well,
he can
you've
pick all the
never-
things that's why he picks all the things up and carries them.
You've never actually told us what
Yeah.
the strength is.
True. Now you know. I didn't give you which one it was, but
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty high. So it's the highest in the party. No one else has a strength that high.
So does it appear to be trapped? It's just being held by these magical chains?
The chains are just attached to it, laying on the ground, and they're glowing, and so is the platinum ring. And you realize now that why you guys might have mistaken it for being so much smaller is it was a massive door in front of you, and they were way up on the door. So you're thinking now when you look at it, you realize, yeah, if you were to attach 4 rings with chains, you could open the door or something, like, you know. But the chains that are attached to this aren't long enough to go to the ground for someone to hold them. They would just dangle from it. It's like they've been broke. If you start to look at them, you realize the links that are closest to you have been twisted off and broke. They look like there was a link, you know, like the metal is twisted,
Okay.
like something went twisted it off. But that's what you're
it.
supposed to be looking for. It's right
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Eris will walk over there.
Okay. I would say that Gorgain would probably go with you. And a bunch of other people.
They're just all following
If you walk
Eris.
over there, Valia. Yeah. And Ray goes because she's going with her brother, and for some reason she will not
She'll just stand there.
pick up.
Let's just.
Okay.
Let's
So
just
anyway.
leave her there. It's all good.
All right.
So Lily will whisper out into the room again. It doesn't, like, it's not stuck or trapped or anything like that. It's just, I know that as soon as we touch it or do anything, all of these golems are gonna wake up.
Yeah.
So we need to be prepared for that.
Eris, so you said one of the chains is attached to this golem right here?
No, it's under the golem. Like
It's just laying on the
It's just
floor.
under the mace. Yeah, it's just laying on the floor.
And the golems, are they made of stone or metal?
They're metal.
Okay.
They're an iron type metal.
Okay.
So, Eris would say, is there any magic on that ring other than the magic that's used to open the door? What kind of magic is on it, Lily?
We'll look at it again.
So you're not sure. You're not sure what type of magic this is. It glows a general color, and then changes, and then glows that color, and then changes. So it's kind of goes through rainbow colors, so to say, but not all the primary colors. There's some off colors like turquoise, different color blues, different color greens, and it just keeps rotating with these colors, this energy. The chains are magical too, so when it rotates through the colors, the chains do too. It's like they're attached to it somehow.
Lily will say that it's all magical and it's constantly changing in a rainbow of colors. The chains are attached, the same magic. It's all, the chains are part of the ring. It's all part of the key. If you look at the chain, you can see that it's been broken though.
There goes. Yeah, there was no broken chains on the other door anywhere or down underneath it either. Maybe these all connect, the chains all connect together in the center or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm sure the little black-eyed doors will tell you.
Mm.
I'm sure they will.
Okay.
You hear from the other end of the room near the stairs an elven voice say, and it sounds familiar to you. You're not sure, but it sounds familiar here. So every time I'm sent, you guys are getting in some kind of trouble.
Turn around and look.
There's nothing there. Then suddenly appearing from the ground up, visible, you see Clip. And there's a panther standing behind him, and he just kind of looks at you guys like,
Eris would be like, what are you doing here?
Lord of Cats sends me when he wants to send me. That's why I'm here. You guys didn't fool that bartender up there.
Yeah.
And it seems like one of your party's pretty hungry. Just let him know I'm a friend. And you see him just kind of look over his shoulder behind him. And Vay's like,
Wait, you said he has a panther with him?
yeah, he goes, Vay goes, good doctor, please. He is a friend. Dr. Levitt appears behind Clip about 5 feet or so. You see Clip just kind of looking over his shoulder at him like he knew he was there, and you see him kind of float past Clip, past this elf, who has a 6-foot bow kind of off at an angle, and a little short bow, a couple short swords, and yeah, it just has magic rings on all his fingers. You know, Clip's, he's a powerful minion of the Cat Lord. That's really
He
all.
helped us in work.
He helped you in working. But yeah, he has a pet panther with him.
Lily still has her true sight going.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a panther?
So, You see neutral evil on the Panther, and that's it. You look at Clip and you start to get a true neutral, but then it's gone and he's standing somewhere else a couple inches away from there, and then your eyes adjust again, you start to get true neutral, and then it blinks again to another spot. Visibly, you guys don't see him blinking or anything though.
No.
So you get his alignment, true neutral, but you don't get anything else on him.
No. And that the reason Lily did that is because that happened last time.
And the hat's powerful,
Yeah.
so.
That's the only reason you got the start of true neutral.
Last time it was not like he just kept moving.
Some kind of shifting thing is going on with his magic. You're not sure what it is. But he's smiling, you know. Short little guy. He's only like 4'2", you know.
Soros would say, why did he send you? What did he send you for?
You know,
Just to keep an eye on us?
Yeah, so he has his paw in the game and his tongue in the milk, so to say. I guess what I'm really here for is to warn you, all of you, but you. He looks over at Eris. You need to get the fuck out of here. You don't need to be here if she's gonna go open that son of a bitch. I can't stop you from doing it. He looks at you and he goes, but there are a lot of people that want me to. It's none of my business. If the world goes to hell, I'll just go to another crystalline sphere. I don't have to stay here. So it's up to you, but you open that son of a bitch and you all die. Every single one of you. And Dusty kind of looks up at him. And he goes, well, hello there. Dusty's like, greetings. Never met you before. Dusty kind of looks at him funny for a second. He's like, he goes, you don't want to use that eye on me. Dusty's like, no, I don't. And he looks back away from him and Clip's like, so anyway, y'all, you're kind of like mice that are going to the fucking mousetrap. I thought I'd warn you before it was too late because my lord told me to.
Lily will step out from the shadows.
Okay.
Hello, old friend.
Well, hey there. How are you? You just step out right there next to Vay and them?
Yeah.
Okay. And Elvin, he says, you should warn them all.
They'll listen to you before they'll listen to me.
He kind of turns back and looks at everybody. He's like, you're all going to die. That's what I came to tell you. He looks at you and he says, and if you decide to open that door, you will kill them all if they are here. Hate to be in your shoes. That place you're in is not a fun one. Maybe it is, I don't know. Vay's like, I'm not leaving her. I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you. And Clip says, well, then you'll die. And he goes, so be it.
This is the second time your cat lord has tried to save our proverbial asses.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't work, can you please send him a debt of gratitude for me?
You see his eyes kind of flicker and turn green.
She'll bow her head.
You see Clip walk into the room, very different the way he walks. It's cat-like, but it's more commanding and predatory. And he kind of comes around you guys in a circle with these different eyes. Clip. The panther, when it happens, tucks its tail, goes to the ground, and shows its belly. And just stays there as he walks away from it. It doesn't get up.
Yeah.
He comes around the left side of you guys to the north there and then moves straight towards Lily.
She puts her hands down at her sides and lower her head.
You feel a sense of peace, and you kind of hear a purr come from him, and he walks past you, gets very close to your shoulder. You could feel the wind as he moves by you, but he doesn't touch you. But you hear a purr come from him, and he goes straight to Eris and looks her dead in the eyes.
She'll look him in the eyes. Not in an aggressive way, just...
If you were one of mine, you would have more than one life to live. Remember, little one, you are not alone. You never have been. Are you done playing with the silly humans? You see a claw come out of his hand. It is your time to decide soon. Goes back up and you see him turn his back to you and kind of walk in a serpentine-like motion away from you, and then turn back towards you again and walk back towards you the same way.
Very feline.
Very feline. When he got close to you, his eyes were green, but the slits in them were feline as he looked in your eyes. I am the great Glistinian, Lord of Cats, ruler in the happy hunting grounds. In many worlds, not just this one. And you are perhaps the most beautiful creature I have ever come across. You see Vay, like, look at him. He's got his sword out. He turns and looks at him with a glare. Glistinian doesn't even look at him. He just keeps looking at you.
Goodness.
It would be a shame, or should I say, it can be a shame to lose one with such beauty as yourself. I suppose you must decide, once you gather the rings, whether you will release the beast, whether that moment in time will continue. But you also must make the decision, each of you, to live or die. Good luck. See Clip come back, standing there, and he's like...
Thank you, old friend.
Fuck! He came, didn't he?
He did.
Don't do that shit again. He kind of turns away from you and kind of rubs his face. You see the panther pop back up and run over to him and start going around his legs, and you see Clip kind of patted, kind of calm it down a little bit. He's like, fuck, I hate it when he does that. That must have been something serious. None of my business. None of my business, or I would know it. Anyway, I came to do what I came to do. Yeah. Toodles. And he turns and walks away and disappears. And you see the panther go with him, and it gets about 5 feet from him. It disappears. And you don't hear anything after that. You don't hear the steps or anything. And that's where we're going to take a quick break. And we'll be right back.
No, I'm ready for a break. I thought you were going to fucking quit us. No.
inside. The old gods granted me a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear, and heroes of the north. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you perceive. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are There's a gift inside. The old gods granted me a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear, and heroes of the north. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you perceive. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are
And we're back. Okay.
Okay.
So Clip and the Cat Lord make an appearance and then they leave. You believe? You're not sure.
That's crazy. We just got visited by the cat lord.
Eris,
Yes.
you feel a presence within your head. You feel like it's him.
Yeah.
And it waits. Sits there and waits in your head. You hear, Mother, 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 all these different languages. And you hear,
Silence.
quiet down.
I await you, my bride. We shall continue together in eternity. Your goddess is right. Love is the answer.
Vey immediately turns and looks at you. He's talking to you.
She'll nod her
Zira, you see Gordon goes invisible.
Do I still feel Nexxus's presence?
No, you feel it leave after that. He comes up to you like right in your face, Vey does.
Vey does.
Yeah. He's like, is any of this worth it? Is it necessary? I mean, we could leave.
But didn't we learn that he would just get out on his own terms rather than ours?
But how do we know that's true? How do we know that whoever told us that knows what they're talking about? Maybe
Who told us that?
they're all in league. Maybe everyone's in league in that fashion that
Lily will say, it wouldn't be the first time we had been manipulated or fooled into doing something for somebody.
So, Eris would say, so, you guys, I gotta tell you guys something, and I want you to know that I have it under control.
Dr. Levitt kind of holds up his finger like that and he goes, yes, you have been manipulated many times before. I agree with Lily. But it is necessary that we do this. And I know by me saying that, you probably think that it is not a good idea. But I have never been your enemy. On the contrary, I have saved this world. If you did not have that ring, Zira, none of this would be happening. And if you didn't have that ring, there would be no way to save anyone. For you, and he looks at Eris, would still be lost in time. Trapped. It is I who freed you by giving the ring to Zira. This must be done. It is the only way. Faye says, do you think I could absorb you somehow?
He says that to Eris?
Like, could we maybe make it to where I absorb you and then we would be stronger, or vice versa? I'm willing to give myself for you to succeed.
I'm strong. I have no doubt that I'm not willing to sacrifice any of you for this to come true. None of you.
I don't even know. Gordon says from invisibility, I don't even know if we need to be there when you open the door, but we certainly need to stay with you to collect the rings.
I don't think you guys should be there when I open
Faye looks right at you and goes, I'm not leaving you.
Neither am I.
Sabian's like, I would not give this up for the world. I'm definitely coming. Dr. Levitt says, well, I will be leaving when the time comes. And I suggest everyone else follows me except for you. It will be out of our hands once she releases it. There is no need for all of us to die as well.
it. And the other thing, you guys, is once he's released, he's Neo. He could be anyone, anything. You guys don't need to be here. It might not necessarily be this giant monster flying out of a door. It could be anything. You guys don't need to be here. I don't want to see any of you get hurt or worse.
Well, if it's up to you dying too, then I'll go with you. I'm not going to stay here. We go together. Gordon's like, well, we've got some time to think about this. One of the rings is sitting over there in the corner. How do you suggest that we carry this thing? Because if we take it there and attach it, won't they just come and take it again?
Oh, yeah.
So
We'll need to collect them and save them somewhere.
base camp?
But not. I don't know. I think that might draw too much attention to our healers. Because they're going to be looking for it, right?
So we leave some of us there to protect it. Or we take it higher up where the dwarves are. Will it even fit through that hallway? I don't think it will.
I don't think so.
That
I wonder
cave
if anything
entrance.
will happen when I touch it. Eris would say.
I don't know. Gordon's like, there's only one way to find that out, but I would suggest that we prepare.
Oh, yeah.
These things are going to be animated, I'm sure.
They are.
How big is this room?
It is 50 feet by 50 feet.
Give me just a moment.
we should do is try and take all these things out, or at least get some sneak attacks in before they all wake up. Instead of like grabbing the ring and then being defensive, let's go offensive. Let's try and destroy as many of them as we can before they wake up. There's enough of us that we could each freaking take one at least and try something. No?
Possibly. Dusty's like, I believe I can bring the ring to me.
Without waking them up?
I believe so. Yes.
You can?
I can bring it to where I am when it happens, he says. And,
You mean through time?
no. Yes. And he walks over to where the secret door is, where he was, and he says, here, I can bring it here. It's a device that creates a portal. They all do. It is the only way to get into the prison.
It creates a portal into the prison?
All four of them do. I'm sure it's not something that the dwarves or others know, but I can tell by the magics that we could invoke this one, and you could go in there. Or we could go in there.
Wait, say that again?
We can open the door with that circle. We don't need them all. The more we open, the more exits there are.
So if you just use one, that means there's only one exit.
Yes.
If we got all of them, then we would get 4 different ways to get out.
Yes.
Okay.
They lied.
Yeah, of course they lied. They always fucking lie.
They are controlled by him.
Yeah.
They cannot touch these.
The dwarves?
Yes.
Why not?
Their black eyes will not let them.
Because it would essentially be him letting himself out.
Yes.
Yeah.
The magic does not work that way.
Yeah.
He needs us. He needs you. That is the only way to release him from his prison. Ray's like, see? That is the only way, right? And he goes, yes. That's the only way to release him from his prison. Then why the fuck are we doing this? We don't need to do this. The world's not in danger. He is imprisoned. And if it is, perhaps it's a long time from now.
Right.
But we might be gone by then. Why should we worry about it?
And there again, like I've already stated, we don't know how much of what we've been told is a fucking lie and a manipulation.
Here's what say we don't, and there's... I don't think I should say that here, actually. She stops.
The time will come when I am released by my own hand. It's not the way, but there are plenty of others that wish to see me free again. listen to hunt you if you do not open this door now.
You're feeling disconnect. And that's all in your head. Vay looks at you again. He's like, he's talking to you, isn't he? I can feel it. I can feel it.
You can feel it?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Am I okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
He's threatening me. That's what he's doing.
Don't touch that ring. And he points at it. You will release it if we open that.
He's telling me that there are lots that want to see him released, and if I don't do it, he's going to send them after me. And that the time will come where he will be able to release himself by his own hand.
Dusty says, Vay, don't do that. You see Vay like kind of reach for his sword for a second, and then he stops and looks at Dusty. He goes, get out of my head. He's like, I'm not in your head, Vay. I see what happens. You don't want to do that.
Eris would look at Vay. What are you going to do? What were you going to do?
He looks at the
You're
ring.
going to break it?
He looks at it.
Don't.
Lily's gonna walk over by Gorgain and Hedda.
Okay.
I guess Lucian's there too, yeah.
Yeah.
Eris would say, who on earth would want to see him freed, knowing that he was the end of everything?
Dusty says, have you not heard of beings that would rather burn it all down?
Yeah.
There are plenty of those. This is the great evil of this world. And we have been given the great task and honor to stop it. He looks at Eris.
Yeah.
Vay kind of sighs when he does that. But you just said that it's not going to get released unless we use this. You see, Dusty just kind of looked down after that. So you want to do this and you know that you're going to die? You're going to die for all of us? That's not really...
He says that to Eris?
Yeah. He says that's not really love.
Not...
If you love us, you'll run. You won't die.
I didn't say I was gonna die.
And I don't mean that in an abusive way, or maybe I do, but I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to die. I don't think any of us do. And he kind of looks around at everyone and they're all like shaking their heads no. Except for Dr. Levitt, who just kind of looks at you. Kind of looks up to his right, up into the air, and he goes, I don't think she's done with the humans. And then he turns and looks back at you. Like he was, yeah, like he was talking to something. And then looks back at Eris and said, that, you know, after he says that, I don't think she's done with humankind. And he looks at Shabian kind of yawns and like kind of walks over next to Eris. He's like, I'm with you, man. We're good. We got this. We got this fucking shit. I like you more and more as time passes. Like, not like you. I kind of think that you're disgusting in that way, but I'm not, you know, I'm not into multiracial, I'm not into anything really. I've done it all. I'm done.
You're just a cranky old man.
Yeah, I guess. Old for sure. Yeah, yes, you're right.
She was joking.
But I'll come with you.
Hopefully
I'm with you. At
At
least you won't die alone. He kind of smiles. Bay goes, she's not dying. You're not dying, Eris. You're not. Why? I think we need to get as far away from this place as we can. And stay as far away from it as we can. And I'm not scared, like, of the creatures or whatever's here. I'm not even, well, I mean, it's just smart, I think. It's okay to be scared, lad. You hear it? Had to say. They said, I said I'm not scared. It's not fear. Yeah.
Hey.
We know you're scared.
This is Reva. Is he scared?
He's scared of losing Eris? Yeah, he's scared.
Scared of losing Eris. He's not scared of the creatures. So.
No.
Just curious.
But there is fear there. You feel it. That's all right, lad. We're all here to help. We're a team, remember? Heroes of the North.
Eris would say, if it's me or the rest of the world, I'm gonna do what I have to do to save everybody.
But just so
I'm
you
not
know,
saying.
what if I make the decision to kill as many people after that as I can? And he just looks at you, Vedas. That's the same black and white as you're telling me. What's the difference? You're supposed to balance things, not unbalance them. That's what you believe. At least that's what you've told me. Is this balance? Gordon says, well, this just is a bunch of bullshit, and nobody really knows what's going to happen. Who's to say that Eris can't defeat him?
Yeah.
I got faith in you. He looks at you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Same. Valia.
Velia said,
Yeah, same.
I've seen you do some fucking amazing shit. And if they chose you to do this is then...
And like Listinian said, I'm not alone.
Dave's like, no, you're not. But if you sacrifice yourself, you're doing that alone. You want to do that alone.
That's not necessarily my plan. I just can't really... I can't really say what I'm thinking when it comes to that.
Well, I don't even know what to do with this ring over here. I mean, I don't know anything about
She's
this.
gonna walk up and put her arm around Bay's waist just to make him...
Okay.
He's gonna be all cranky, and
He puts his arm around you.
she's just gonna be sweet as can be.
He puts his arm around you when you do that. Sheaths his sword, actually. Puts his arm around you. He would actually hug you
She'll hug
at
him.
that point.
I'm not going anywhere.
Is it Valia?
Yeah, I have a really good idea. But just as Ares has said, it's not like I can talk about it. But I will not leave her side, whatever her decision is.
Nor will I. If you die, we die with you. I'm done talking about it.
Yeah.
He nods at Valia. You could tell Vay is showing you great respect. Like he respects that you said that. He just looks at you and smiles and nods, and then turns and looks back at you. Then he kind of turns and looks up at Reva and he goes, you should keep our line going.
She just look at him like, I'm not leaving.
There has to be somebody to tell the tale, sister. There is no need for all of us to die. And he looks around at everybody. Velia and I will go with her as we always have. The rest of you can get to a safe distance.
He's not forcing Ray to do that, is he?
No.
Okay.
There's no compulsion
There's no
on it,
compulsion with
but
it.
you are worried that he might, because you know how strongly he feels about it. But he doesn't.
Okay.
He just says that. When the time comes, you don't know.
Mm.
Sabian's like, well, I'm going with you all. So that's my decision. Lucian's like, I'll do what needs to be done. And it seems like leaving is probably the best option after we have collected whatever we need to. And from the sounds of it, you have collected what you need.
Yeah,
This could take place at any time now.
it could.
Before you touch anything, Erez, I would suggest that we all prepare ourselves to leave if that is the case.
Well, we also need to let everyone at base camp know what's happening
Me too.
and get
Paris
them
would say you need to get Talda and
Out of
Alex
here,
and Tuffy
yeah.
out of here.
Bade looks at Reva and he's like, you're the only one that can get everyone out. No one else can teleport. You see Vay kind of walk over by that statue and sit down and pull out a holy symbol, Variax, and go down to a knee and he starts praying. Gorgain and Hedda both come up to Erez.
She'll look at them both.
Gorgain just nods at you and just bring it in. He gives you a hug, picks you up a little bit and sets you down and kind of steps back and Hedda goes, it's been an honor, love. You will survive. And if you don't, then if there's anything I can do for you, is there anything that you need to say or tell anyone or anything you need me to take or anything at all? Vay's just kind of frown and he's just like, as he's praying, you see he's got this like angry look on his face. Gordon appears and comes over to you as well. So they all start to kind of gather around you, Erez.
Okay.
And it's like they're saying goodbye. It's
Yeah,
weird.
she's
Really-
not planning on dying. That's
really
not
strange.
her energy.
Yeah, okay.
She's still her positive self.
Right.
Like,
She's keeping the positivity going.
she is. She's like, you're not gonna die.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just kind of putting everybody over here right now because they all come towards you, you know what I mean? Dusty doesn't. He stays
I
over
was
there.
gonna say, after she thinks that she's not gonna die, she'll kind of look over at Dusty and see what he's doing.
He's looking right at you.
Any facial expression that she can read.
You see him smile at you.
And what kind of smile? What kind of smile?
Like this.
Okay. That was a pretty convincing smile. She's reading body language.
Okay.
I'm gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be okay.
hope so, because I can't say goodbye to you.
Billy says that?
Lily.
Or Lily. She'll walk up and give Lily a huge hug.
I love you so much, Eris.
I love you too, Lily. I'm gonna be fine. It's gonna
While
be
that's
okay.
going on, Vay turns over to Velia with his back to everybody, and he holds out a vial in his hand, and you see this rainbow-colored energy in the vial moving. You see him put it in a pouch.
Oh, wow.
Then he turns back around.
Really, motherfucker? Really?
So we have some ideas, he says to Eris,
Yeah.
both Velia and I. We're not losing you. It's not happening.
So I have an idea, but you guys can't go. You can't. Oof.
Lily's using her sleight of hand to wipe tears so nobody can see
Okay,
her.
all right. You do it. Everybody seems to be distracted. Unless, well,
Rava will walk up there with everybody.
somebody made an observation of it, nobody else. Okay, Rafa's up there. Okay. Yeah,
The
your
games are
token
like
is not
watches up
moving
close.
for some
Okay,
reason.
that's fine.
So,
We can just imagine.
yeah, here. All right. Everybody but Dusty's right there. Right next to you, of course, is Dr. Levitt. Now, like I said before, he's standing there now. So I'll bring him in. Bay kind of looks at Eris. He's like, do you have a plan? I mean, I know you can't share. But
I
do you
have
have a
an
plan?
idea.
That's better than nothing.
I don't know if it'll work or not, but I have an idea.
We have an idea.
You hear it. Then it leaves.
Mm.
You know, it probably knows everything that you know.
Yeah, she's realizing this now.
Mm.
So her trying to not talk about her plan.
You might actually get a little bit uneasy at that point because you realize that whatever your plan is, it knows it, and it still wants you to come unlock it. But maybe you have more than one plan. Maybe you have 3 or 4 plans and aren't sure which one are you going to use, right? So it probably doesn't know which one you're going to do. I don't know. I'm just
And it doesn't know what we're gonna do.
right.
It doesn't have
know
access
what
to
you
Velia or Bay.
No. They says, hey, Dusty, can we open the ring wherever we want? Like from anywhere? And Dusty goes, yes. He goes, you mean we don't have to do it on the door? He's like, no.
Eris would look at him. Wait, really?
Yes. He smiles at you.
She gets a big old smile on her face.
We don't have to be here. We just have to take the ring. It will come after it. Faye's like, you mean it'll break out? No. It will send others.
She'll walk up to Dusty,
Okay.
away from everybody, and
All right.
right up to Dusty.
When you start walking away, Velia,
God damn it.
Vey,
Guys.
you stop.
She does. She'll stop and kind of look at him.
Okay. Vey's like, you need a moment?
Just a moment, please. Just a moment. She'll walk up to Dusty.
Okay.
I know that they're probably going to stay close,
Okay.
but
It's auto-saving.
no worries. She'll walk up to Dusty and she'll look at him.
Okay.
Like, Dusty? Is there a way to save all my children?
Kind of looks over your shoulder to see if everybody's listening. And then he kind of comes back and hides his face. Love is the answer. What do you love? Probably not children that you just found out that you have.
No.
That you don't even know. What is it you love the most? You see him kind of look at your mandolin, and he kind of looks back at you again.
Music.
What do you do every time you have a free moment?
Music.
I have not told you this answer. You told yourself. You truly wish to be a bard all the time, correct?
Yeah. Of course.
Smiles. There was a wish that said that once. I wish to be a bard sometimes.
She'll hug him. She'll hug
He
him.
kind of goes like that. He's like,
She'll squeeze the shell. She'll like, oh, she'll like, I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't tell you anything. He pats you. He's like, I didn't
know.
say anything.
I know. But you did. I need to write something down. Give me just a moment.
We will make such joyous vibrations together, my love. Your children wait. It is time.
She will just try to feel the feeling of love from her heart center and just radiate it out from herself and keep herself in her own energy.
Okay.
Yeah, right? It's kind of a little obnoxious.
It kind of goes inward into your body, that energy that you're feeling and pushing. You see it kind of collect around something that's inside you and you realize it's not you. piece of it.
My heart is beating so fast.
Then, kind of deep within your mind, you hear Tarnak say, "You are never alone." And it's not a telepathy, it's like a memory. You remember him saying that. Never alone.
Should just like take a moment.
Okay.
Feel that. You feel me?
Dusty says, "He's trapped by sound." He kind of goes like that and looks at Rava's shield, and then sound traps it. It knows this. It has gotten louder since we've gotten closer. Everything has. Gorgon's like, "You want me to drag this thing out of here?"
Mm-mm. No. Dusty said he's got it.
Dusty just kind of looks at you, Eris, and he's like, "I can bring it here."
Okay.
If you want me to do that.
Let's set up for these things first, right? Because they're gonna animate as soon as we do that.
He said he could do it without him.
Oh, did he? I missed it.
If they did, it wouldn't be your problem. You would be somewhere else. No one can hear this. They're over there like whispering, you know.
Right.
And then he kind of looks over at where the ring is, and then looks back at you and looks on the ground. You see him lift off the ground just a little bit, and his ruin that's spinning underneath him lifts off the ground a little bit. And he just kind of looks at you. You see Vay kind of look over at it, that direction. He's like, hey, what's going on? What are you guys doing?
Just talking to him.
He starts to walk over that direction, and you see Dusty. As he starts to walk over that direction, Dusty looks at you, and he's like,
She'll nod. She'll go up off the ground just slightly.
You see Dusty just kind of snap his fingers like that, and a ruin appears underneath him that teleports that ring under him on the ground. And then you see it start to glow and light up. Vay starts running, Velia too, towards where you're at. And you realize it's a portal under you. Like, all you would have to do is just drop and you would go through it. Dusty reaches out and he touches your face, like your cheek, and he goes, "You are my friend." And you feel this magic go, and you feel your fly go off in through the portal. Velia, everybody in the room, you see her just, the thing appear around her. Dusty's still floating there. You see her go through it, and then you see it go out, back to the ring, and you see Dusty drop to the center of it and just kind of look towards Velia and Vay as they're running. Vay is like, "Hey, what the fuck did you do?" And he's screaming at Dusty as loud as he can. You son of a bitch! And he jumps into the ring and just like starts pounding on the floor. Loses his shit. You see Dusty float away from him towards the staircase at a pretty good rate of speed. Vay looks at him and just glares at him and then just looks on the ground, walks over, touches the ring. Velia, do you go over there? You're over there
Oh yeah,
too?
she's with him.
Everybody else is kind of just standing there like, oh, what just happened? You see Hedda just kind of put his head down and see him kind of pray and start praying for errors or whatever the situation might be. Dr. Levitt kind of turns and looks at you all and walks over to Lucian and holds his hand and he goes, "We will meet again, my friends."
Thank you.
You see him disappear in a teleportation. You realize he had teleported somehow. He teleports with Lucian.
Lily will turn to Rava.
Yeah.
I need to get back to base camp now, please.
Vay.
And she will grab Gorgain.
He is untouchable. You try to touch him with your mind even, and there's nothing there. And he's just looking at the ring. He picks it up. He's fucking with it. And then you see him kind of stop, and he just kind of looks up, and then he turns and starts running for the staircase.
Velia's with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys go up the staircase. Gorgain goes over to Rava with Hedda and Zira and Gordon.
Rava goes like
Sabian just kind of looks around and he's like, well, fuck. He grabs your hand. So you can only do 2 people at a time with that armor.
Okay, so she'll go back and forth.
Okay, so she goes back and forth. It takes everybody.
She won't even give the time to explain to Alex and Tuffy what's up.
Lily is going to insist upon going first.
Okay.
And she will start filling them all in.
Gorgain will go with you.
Yeah.
First with you, to let you know, or to let them know. So you go back to base camp, and it's Tatalda is still in labor, except it's heavy labor now. She's breathing and screaming and like, ah, ah. Tuffy's over there, Alex is over there, and Mal is pacing at about 10 feet away from the bunk, just pacing when you appear. And he's like, she's having them, she's having them.
It's happening right now, it's happening.
It is, it's happening right now.
No, the other thing is happening right now.
What?
We need to get everybody out of here. Can we transport her?
We can't move her right now.
I'll go over next year.
Alex and Tuffy are like, we could possibly carry her, but she's not going to be happy. I don't want something to happen to the child. To the children, actually, he says. It's twins.
Did Ray get everybody teleported? How long does
Yeah,
that take?
she gets everybody teleported up to the top room. She has enough teleports to do that, right?
It's an 8.
Okay, all right.
It's an 8.
So
yeah, that artifact armor's bad.
It is. It is.
Magic does not come back when she comes back into base camp.
It does. As soon as you appear at base camp, everything goes back to normal. As far as casting goes, none of your items that you had that had magic on them they're all dead still.
Yeah.
Everything's dead.
But memory spells.
But memory spells come back and like duration, all that shit's going to be normal on spells again. Because it's not, you know what I mean? It's you're back at base camp and there was magic there, so let me pull it up real quick. Dusty just fades away and appears in that room. It's not a teleport, but
Rava would look at him and be like, where are Vay and Velia? They were following you.
well, Dusty just went to the door.
Oh,
He didn't go
got
any
you.
farther than that.
Got you.
They
and
went
then he
past
just fades
him.
away.
Yeah, they went past him and then he just fades away and reappears at base camp. where everybody reappears.
Okay.
Everybody's there but Velia, Vey, and that's it. And Dr. Levitt and Lucian. The werewolf and vampire get the fuck out of Dodge.
Lily will ask Tuffy, has the temple been re-secured yet? Is it safe
Yeah.
to go back to?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna open a gate and we can start getting everything through, and then as soon as those babies are born, we can carry everything to the temple.
Well, we can get her through a gate or a dimensional fold. He says, I could dimensional fold if you want me to.
So whatever's fastest.
He'll stand up, and when he does, Tatalda has a hold of his hand still, and she's like, don't you leave me. And he's like, okay.
I got it. She'll start casting gate.
Mal kind of goes up to her on her backside, and he goes, I'm here. I love you, I'm here. And she goes, I know you're here. I just want to get this over.
She'll tell Tuffy, give me permission to cast in your circle.
You can in this one.
Yeah.
The orange one?
Yeah.
That's Alex's, and Alex says, I would have had to have done that at the beginning. I can drop it though, but I can drop it and put it back up. Hold on a moment. See him pull out a scroll, and then he waves his hand and dispels it, and then re-invokes it. Hold on just a second. Okay. Now you can, he says.
I will.
By the way, your earth elementals and fire elementals are still in here.
Yeah.
All right, you do a gate back to the temple.
Yep, and then I will call
Back to
the
the original plane.
I'll call the fire elementals back over to us.
Okay.
And I will fucking start helping get shit through.
Okay.
I'll open it right into the sanctuary.
It works. You start moving everybody through.
First trip through, I'll start screaming for priests and priestesses.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they come quickly, and so Vey and Velia. Vey runs up the stairs, and he's at full movement rate. He's not slowing down, and he goes out the door of the tavern, the den. He kicks the door and just shatters it outwards, and goes through that door and turns and goes down. He's going to where the rings go.
Yeah.
So, did it look like Dusty just did it? Is that the way
Did
that
what?
it looked?
Did what?
What he did. Dropping arrows through the portal and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he did.
Okay.
But he did with Eris's blessing, except for at the end when she hesitated and he just kind of looked at you and touched you and said, "You are my friend."
Okay.
And when he did,
I just wanted to know
when
how
he did,
looked
it
at the
canceled
outside.
your flying. It like you just couldn't fly anymore, and you just fell into it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So everybody gets back to the temple. We're gonna go to Velia and Vey. You guys come running. It takes you a while to get to the doors, and when you start running up towards the doors, you see dwarves' bodies laying everywhere. Like you're like, what the hell? And at the door, the two that were there with the black eyes, they're just laying down on the ground. Vey doesn't stop to check them or anything. He just goes straight to the door and just starts hacking at it with his blade. He swings the first time. Are you going up there with him?
Oh no, she
No?
knows it's adamantium or
Vibram, yeah.
That was the wrong word, sorry.
He hits it and it blows him back away from it some
Yeah.
25 feet in the air, and he hits the ground and slides. His armor scratches, he sparks, knocks the sword out of his hand. It's laying over on the ground, and he's like,
yeah. Are you okay?
He holds his hand out and you see the sword go.
Hey, that's exactly like Raven's shield.
He turns and looks at you and you see his eyes are yellow. And he goes, you see fangs. And he just is looking at you and you're like, that's just like Raven's shield. He seems to be listening to you, but you could tell he's
gone.
He's gone. But he listens, like he knows you. Like it's not
gonna bounce you off every time.
He turns and looks real quick at it, and right up to it, and you see him touch it. His hand starts glowing yellow.
Back up a couple more feet.
You see this elemental come out of his hand and go into the door. And he goes, you see him start to change into this gas.
God damn it, she'll run up.
The yellow part that's on the door, he goes right into it. And then you see the yellows.
God.
Gone.
You just start stomping. Damn it.
Is it meta if Reba goes back?
yeah, it is. It would be. But she's
say.
probably sitting. Well, no, she could go back. I mean, she probably
Would go back after
Yeah.
Velia?
Yeah. After she realizes when the last one comes and she's opening the portal, you realize that,
Velia's gone.
you know, Velia and Vey are still gone. You're
Yeah,
thinking to
she'll go
yourself.
back.
So where does she go?
Right back to the hallway where she saw them run, I guess.
Down in the basement.
Can I make an intelligence
You
check?
can.
to
You can
know they
make
were
an
going to the
intelligence
ball?
check to know that Vey probably ran to that door.
Yes.
Teleport there.
Yes.
As soon as you appear, you hear Velia cussing and stomping, and you hear her appear next to you.
Hey. What's going on? Where's Vey?
He made a fucking hole in this door and went through it in gaseous form. And then the hole closed.
Made a positive material.
Made of the stuff inside you guys. He made it come out his hand and it made a hole big enough for him to turn to gaseous form.
Well, no. So, like, what happened? I'm sorry. What happened was the elemental went into the metal.
She doesn't know that we can do that.
Right.
They can summon
So
positive
this
material
yellow
elementals.
positive material went into the metal and probably went through it somehow, and he just touched it and became gaseous form and traveled through it and probably into the prison, which is amazing because that thing couldn't escape.
Yeah.
He just got in.
Yeah.
Which means he could have escaped if it had been him imprisoned in there.
Right.
So he's in. That's what happened. So she would tell you that, right? You tell her.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Stop there. You're at the temple. Citalda's in labor, full-blown
Lily and
labor.
Zira.
Yeah, she's in full-blown labor, and you hear a cry like as you guys come through and roll her through on the bed on the cot. She starts, you know, and Tuffy's right there, and Tuffy's like, they're coming. And as you guys go through the portal, you hear the cry, and as you come on the other side of the portal, it's the baby's still crying, and he pulls out a girl. It's the first one. And she's just bawling, and
Leo.
he hands her to you, and Alex is like,
Zira will come out of shadow form.
okay. And then he starts helping with Citalda to push for the second baby, and she does, and it's a boy. And he turns to hand it to Alex, and Alex is like, he just kind of holds his hands up like that. And she looks, you know, he looks this way, and then he just kind of holds, he's like, I've got to, somebody come and get the...
She'll take him in her other hand.
Zero, if I can take the baby. Wait, no,
Okay.
she doesn't want to do that, actually.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
She
Oh,
gives
Lily
it-
will.
Okay.
Sorry.
She's in barbarian form, so she can hold both of them.
Okay, so Lily gets both
Her
of them,
touch is
cuts the
finicky.
cords,
I don't want
and
to hurt the baby.
starts healing, you know, and you got the two babies, and they're both crying, and they've got to be cleaned up a little bit. He cleans them a little before he hands them to you, but you realize they need to be cleaned. and
Clean
you're-
cantrip?
Yeah, it would work perfect.
Do that.
Okay. The babies are clean, and they are holding on to you, and they stop crying. They just kind of...
I'm gonna extend out my furs with
Okay.
the hat.
Okay.
Use the hat to extend out the furs and kind of wrap them up and swaddle them in her already
Present
furs that she
furs
has
and
on
stuff
her.
like that. Okay. Eras.
Yes. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I thought you were gonna let me wait till next game.
No.
You hear you're in a black, jet black space, floating. Everything around you is solid black and has a mass. When you appeared, you took that mass and pushed it away from you, and it created a hole in the middle of this mass.
Okay.
And you know that this mass is it. And you hear. Roll initiative.
Okay, hold on. Oh my goodness, I don't know where anything's at.
Delia is so fucking mad.
There's nothing he could have done to taking you with him. What'd you get? That's what it got, was a 1. Are you kidding me?
Can I give her my luck points?
No.
I know. I'm just fucking her.
8?
You go first. You start to feel it absorb you. Immediately it goes, like you feel yourself, oh shit. What do you do?
Okay.
Now, you're no longer in the place you were in. All your magic is normal. Just so you're aware, not that it matters.
Okay.
What do you do?
So much pressure. Okay. I am going to do this right. Hold on. Give me 1 second. That matters.
One segment.
1 segment? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go self-timeless.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the teleport within the self-timeless to go to the black hole. But I want to go to where I believe there's a timeless bubble in that black hole holding it.
So you go timeless,
Self-timeless.
self-timeless, and then you do what?
I use the
Teleport?
teleport.
So that takes 1 segment as well. So you have enough time to do both those things.
Okay.
You appear in a timeless bubble that has been previously placed there. And you are timeless inside that timeless bubble. You feel saved and separated from being absorbed like you were. Like it's like this relief. You realized that you were fucked.
There would have been nothing I could have done.
There was nothing you could do. I can't believe that initiative. So this happens like,
Yeah.
it had a 1 initiative with you. 1 segment, you rolled an 8. It rolled a 6, so you had time to do 2 things. Exactly. You had time to do exactly 2 segment thing. 1 segment, 2 segment, 2 1 segment things. So it works. You are in the timeless bubble.
In the black hole in space.
In the black hole in space where the star was eaten, where the rift was rolling in on itself. As you appear in the timeless bubble, everything is black around you, but you see lights flashing past you of different colors. All around you, going at this incredible speed. It doesn't come inside the bubble. It hits the bubble and then goes around the bubble. So there's like this rainbow of energy that's just blasting through your bubble, going into whatever's behind you, and it's directly behind you. You feel pieces of the timeless bubble start to crack and break, but it's so slow that you've got plenty of time. It's almost as if it's been doing it for a long time already. And as you turn and look, you can see there are cracks in the timeless bubble that you can see that are like glass being broken. And that's where we're going to stop for this evening.
Oh my God!
That will give you something to think about this week.
Yeah, because we need more shit to think about. No. Fucking.
Oh, goodness.
I'm not gonna think about anything else,
right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's been building up to this a long time. Yeah, and we'll get back with it on episode 20.
The dice gods were on my side.
Almost not. That was so close because the break was 2 segments off. So, yeah. Might be some that would say that I shouldn't have given you 2 segments as it was on the same initiative, but you went timeless.
Which gives me more time.
Which gives you all the time in the world. So you were fine to begin with, regardless of what that roll was. Once you beat the initiative, you were fine. Yeah, so good game, guys. Yeah, wow.
I'm like literally shaking.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You did really good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So
Thank you.
We will come back next week and find out about Tatalda's children and
The babies.
the babies that have been born. What a day to be born on. And we'll also find out what Reva and Velia do, and then who knows what, if we'll find out about Vay. But Vay went in.
He did.
And it was the next round,
really hope
so
he's not
you don't
dead.
know. So we'll find out. But we are Original GM. It's been a blast. We'll see you guys next week.
Oh.
You got to say something?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead. Don't put me on the spot like that.
Oh, good. No, I can't say anything. I just realized a bunch of shit. And no, I can't say any of it.
Why
It's
not?
awesome.
Prophetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the prophecy, all wrapped up.
I realized something while we were playing, but I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been a blast. Guys, thank you so much for coming and joining us. We hope you enjoyed this episode. I know we did. We had a great time. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. We need a patron. We need somebody, one person. $3, $5, $20, $1,000, whatever. No, we need one person. We need, what's that, in medieval times they would have patrons that just took care of everything.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Fucking amazing. Somebody rich out there that loves D&D wants to be our patron.
Right.
Yar. All right. Thank you guys anyway for coming. We appreciate you, and we will see you next week.
inside. The old gods granted me a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping, magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear. And the heroes of the north, just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you perceive. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are heroes.